Who knew a chipper yellow sea sponge could pull at our heartstrings this much? Hey guys, it's Phoebe with MsMojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 SpongeBob SquarePants moments that made us happy cry.
Oh, I see a great Christmas photo. Can you move in a little? Say Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
We're taking a look at scenes where our favorite little square dude warmed our hearts. And if you haven't seen these episodes, a spoiler alert is in effect. Let's get to the list. Number 10, Santa Squid.
What's your wish?
My wish is that the people of Bikini Bottom will stop paying any attention to the inane dribble that is constantly streaming out of this dunderhead's mouth.
After SpongeBob teaches Bikini Bottom about the joys of Christmas, all the townsfolk, minus a grinchy Squidward, are excited for the arrival of Santa Claus, only to be let down when Santa doesn't show up.
You were right, Squidward. This is a stupid holiday.
Despite his own heartbreak, SpongeBob still gives Squidward a thoughtful present, having not wanted his neighbor to be left out of the festivities.
Wow! This is the greatest gift I have ever gotten.
Touched by this gesture, the grumpy cephalopod dresses up as Santa to cheer his forlorn neighbor up and give the townsfolk a little Christmas cheer, though it ends up costing him everything he owns.
Up here, you dunce! Merry Christmas, little boy.
Could it be?
It was incredibly sweet of Squidward to go out of his way, and at such great personal cost, to make SpongeBob happy on the very first Christmas under the sea.
What was I thinking? I gave away all my stuff just so SpongeBob wouldn't be sad.
Number 9, Plankton and Spot.
I know. How about taking care of an inferior life form?
You mean a pet?
Frustrated by another failed Krabby Patty theft attempt, Plankton decides to occupy himself by getting a pet.
Here it is, the Bikini Bottom Animal Shelter.
He ends up adopting a little green amoeba and naming him Spot.
Hey there, little guy. Looks like we have a winner.
You'd expect this to be another generic secret formula scheme, but Plankton actually takes the time to train and play with Spot, worrying about his pet's well-being and overall genuinely trying to be a responsible pet owner. He becomes so fixated and fulfilled that he barely even seems to care about the Krabby Patty. In return, Spot acts affectionately towards Plankton and bravely protects his owner from any threat, no matter how big it is. Their relationship is truly wholesome, and a reminder that even Plankton deserves to be happy.
Wow, Spot, you saved us.
I taught him everything he knows.
Number 8, Fred's true motivation.
My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg!
Poor Fred the fish can't seem to avoid injuring his leg. While it makes for the series' most famous running gag and funniest soundbite, it's not ideal for his health.
That last one put my daughter through college.
However, during the episode My Leg, we find out that it's not really bad luck. Fred actually takes every accident as an opportunity to see Nurse Bazooka, a burly, brutish nurse that he's fallen in love with.
I just miss being at the hospital.
Why?
Well, secretly,
Ooh!
I'm in love with a nurse.
He's even written a song about her. While letting himself get injured isn't the smartest move, it's comforting to see Fred making the best of a hilariously bad situation, and that he has something to look forward to every time he gets dragged to the hospital.
My quads are going crazy. I'm in love with a nurse, and I think her name is Daisy.
Me?
Number 7, The Little Pebble. Hungry nematodes have completely devoured SpongeBob's pineapple house, leaving nothing but a little pebble behind. Faced with no other option but to leave Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob plants the pebble in an empty patch of soil and sheds a lone tear.
You hold too many memories.
Miraculously, the supposed pebble is actually a pineapple seed, and SpongeBob's tear is just what it needs to grow the house back. Not only was the timing perfect, but the seed sprouting is also symbolic of how little miracles can pop up unexpectedly when things look bleak.
My house is back!
That and really, aside from Squidward, no one wants to see SpongeBob have to leave Bikini Bottom forever.
Ah, Squidward, isn't this great? I'm back forever. Forever?
Number 6, the new manager. Since the beginning of the first film, SpongeBob has coveted the position of manager at the new second Krusty Krab location.
Cleanliness is next to managerliness.
It seems like he's a shoo-in for the job, but Mr. Krabs gives the promotion to Squidward because, to be blunt, SpongeBob's just a kid.
The obvious choice for the job.
He's right.
A name you all know. It starts with an S.
That's me.
Please welcome our new manager, Squidward Tentacles.
However, after his long journey halfway across the ocean to save both his boss and his town, SpongeBob has shown that despite his youthful nature, he possesses more loyalty, determination, and bravery than anyone twice his age.
SpongeBob, me boy. I'm sorry I ever doubted ye.
Thus, it's only fitting that he be rewarded with the long sought-after manager position. If this was the series finale as originally intended, it would have gone out on a high note with SpongeBob getting recognition for everything he does.
What you really wanted was inside you all along.
Are you crazy? I was just gonna tell you that your fly is down.
Number 5, Sweet Victory.
I do have a band, and we're gonna play that bubble ball. How do you like that, fancy boy?
Good luck next Tuesday.
Squidward has been trying to turn the townsfolk into a marching band for a big performance at the Bubble Bowl, but it's easier said than done.
Well, Squiddy, this is exactly how I pictured your band would look.
That's his eager face.
Right as Squidward tearfully gives up, SpongeBob motivates the town to get its act together, and the band puts on an amazing performance of David Glenn Isley's Sweet Victory. For one shining moment, Squidward Tentacles, the show's personal punching bag, finally gets the respect he's worked so hard to achieve in the form of a triumphant rock ballad. And it was all thanks to the kindness of SpongeBob and the Bikini Bottomites. Squidward remains the series' martyr, but that only makes moments like this where he can be truly happy all the more satisfying. Number 4, Pizza on the House.
Pizza? Of course we have pizza.
Mr.
Our
Krabs.
delivery squid will bring it right over.
Squidward and SpongeBob have been tasked with delivering a Krusty Krab pizza. Naturally, Squidward couldn't care less about finishing the delivery, while SpongeBob's determined to bring the customer his food. However, when they finally arrive, the customer rudely rejects the pizza for a trivial reason and makes SpongeBob cry.
You call yourself a delivery boy? Well, I ain't buying!
Sponge? Sponge? It's okay. Sponge?
Furious, Squidward marches up to the ungrateful customer and personally delivers his pie right in his face.
Look, I told your little friend I ain't paying for that!
Well, this one's on the...
Did he change his mind?
He sure did. Ate the whole thing in one bite.
Despite their rather dysfunctional relationship, Squidward stands up for his little yellow neighbor, who bends over backwards every day just to make customers happy, and it's utterly heartwarming. Number 3, Sandy's own little slice of Texas.
Hurry before they forget you and leave you behind. Remember, there's no place like home.
Sandy pines for her old home in Texas, so much so that she sings a heartbreaking song that brings anyone who hears it to tears.
Wish I was back in Texas. The ocean's no place for a squirrel.
To hopefully cure her homesickness, SpongeBob and Patrick throw her a surprise party, complete with a misconstrued Texas decor based on what Sandy claims to miss about home.
It's your own little slice of Texas. Check it out, Sandy. We got square dancing, giant barbecues, homemade peas in a can pie.
Despite the mix-up, it was still incredibly sweet of our little square dude to set all of this up just to cheer up Sandy, and even sweeter that most of the town volunteered to help. This gesture reminds both Sandy and us what home really means, being surrounded by people who care about you, and it's safe to say that Sandy is feeling very loved in her underwater home.
I appreciate what y'all are trying to do, SpongeBob, but home isn't about barbecues and pecan pies. Home is where you're surrounded by other critters that care about you.
Number 2. Gary comes home. SpongeBob inadvertently gets too preoccupied to feed his snail Gary, which causes the neglected snail to run away. The guilt-ridden pet owner searches high and low for his beloved pet while crying buckets of tears along the way, wishing for nothing more than to find his slimy pal and tell him how much he loves him.
Gary! 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 Patrick!
Huh?
I can't find Gary!
The episode as a whole is a tearjerker, especially for pet owners whose animal companions have gone missing. Thankfully, it ends on a happy note, as SpongeBob and Gary lovingly reunite. This whole ordeal teaches both SpongeBob and the audience a valuable lesson. Don't forget to take some time to show your pets that you care.
I promise, Gary, things are gonna be different between you and I.
Are Gary and SpongeBob the most iconic television duo of all time? You be the judge. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are some heartwarming honorable mentions.
It's my friend SpongeBob's gift. I made you a new net.
For SpongeBob, you made me a new jellyfishing net? That is so thoughtful of you.
Take a deep breath in an emotional way. 'Cause with my instrument is how I say.
But we're supposed to be friends forever.
I want you to have this. It's me secret formula.
I can't believe you would even think.
But things are different now. Honestly, it would mean a lot to me.
You're serious?
Knowledge can never replace friendship. I prefer to be an idiot.
Not just an idiot, Patrick. You're also my pal.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. SpongeBob's birthday present.
And there's nothing to ever be scared of.
SpongeBob's birthday is almost over, but he still gets one last surprise in the form of a giant present. He opens the box and gets a birthday greeting from the president of the SpongeBob SquarePants fan club, Patchy the Pirate, who leads the rest of the cast in a special birthday rendition of the SpongeBob theme song.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Happy birthday to me, SpongeBob SquarePants!
This is how you celebrate 20 years of SpongeBob, having his number 1 fan from season 2 finally meet his idol, and everyone in Bikini Bottom coming together to celebrate their poorest pal's special day, topped off by a special thank you message to the show's late creator, Steven Hillenburg, for the legacy he left behind. SpongeBob SquarePants has certainly had its highs and lows over the years, but one thing's for sure, they know how to get those tears flowing. What'd you guys think of our list? Tweet me at Phoebe_WM or let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out this video.